Sure.
Okay, so let's see. We just talk to this person, and then they
How do you
can.
do?
We'd like to hire some help. Oh, hey, we can hire level 2 adventurers now. That's kind of cool. They're more expensive though. So we're gonna hire a new character. Yes. This is super cool too. I really like this effect or this stuff. So we wanted a male, and you said you wanted an elf. Oh, it's Orlin. Orlin is the other one. They're these little guys. They're kind of diminutive, and then the godlike. They have they have the interesting faces. Like there's ones on fire, the moon, nature. And then so the elves. What's their bonus? Elves are the dominant race. Yeah, sure. So there's the humans. Humans get a minor bonus to might, which is basically damage, even for melee, even for like ranger characters or rogue characters, and resolve, which is basically your character's ability to not get stunned by enemies. And then you have Yao-Mawa, and they're these sort of big hulking guys. They really like to they are very strong, and like the blacksmith that we met a minute ago, he was one of these guys. Let's see. Well, then we have the dwarves. Dwarves are pretty small, but they're a little bit clumsier, and they have good might and extra constitution, which is basically endurance and health. Then we've got the elves, which have a bonus to perception and dexterity. And the Orlin, which are the sort of cute little furry guys, and then the godlike, which are the sort of scary faced guys. So did you still want an elf? Let's see here. Okay, pale elf. Godlike. Yeah, so the godlike are yeah, I think that sounds good. Let's do that. So then there's the wood elf. Distant advantage against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away. Wood elves gain bonuses to accuracy, deflection, and reflexes. And pale elf. Their ability is elemental endurance. All pale elves have increased burn and freeze damage reduction. So it looks like the wood elves are a little bit probably at doing like ranger stuff. And also they're just less likely. I mean, honestly, the reflex and deflection means that they're less likely to take damage from ranged attacks as well. And then the pale elves, they're a little less likely to get lit on fire. So you think pale elf? Okay, we'll go pale elf. And you said so you said rogue. Yeah, so we've got the rogue. So the starting ability is sneak attack. They're very accurate, but they're pretty low health, and also pretty easy to hit. So we'll do that. Let's see, the other ones are, and then like the ranger they have like the animal companion, and like the monk does. The monk is weird because like you have to take damage before you can attack, which is kind of weird. Anyway, most of the classes are pretty simple, and then there's also the chanter and the cipher. So yeah, let's go with Rouge here. And okay, we have two options. There's the crippling strike, which the rogue attacks his or her enemy's ability to move around effectively, inflicting extra damage and hobbling any enemy that is successfully hit. You get that twice per battle, basically. And so the target can get hobbled, which reduces movement speed, dexterity, and reflexes. And it also does 25%. It also does 25% more damage. Or blinding strike, a dirty attack that makes the opponent unable to see, inflicts extra damage and blinds the target. So you can do this once per battle. And if the target can get blinded, their accuracy is reduced by 25 for all sources, perception is reduced by 4, movement is reduced by 2, and reflex and deflection are reduced by 20. So it seems like the blinding is a little bit more powerful, but you can only use it once per battle. And then it does the same amount of bonus damage. And this attacks an opponent's reflexes as opposed to attacking their fortitude. So the blinding strike would be better against larger enemies probably, whereas the crippling strike would be better against smaller enemies. Also, you use the 2 per encounter. Did you have a preference, Zeok? A team player rogue, crippling strike. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so now we get to choose our we have to choose our abilities here, or our attribute scores. So this is kind of important because we want to yeah, so this is sort of interesting. So the way that this game works is it's not just like, oh, because I'm a rogue, I automatically need to have 18 dexterity or whatever. So the way it works is all these stats affect the effectiveness of your character. And so like with might, I don't know if you know, like might will affect our damage. And so resolve is basically your ability to not get like basically resolve is if you're attacking someone or if you get attacked, it can interrupt you, and so resolve helps you ignore that chance to get interrupted, whereas perception on the other hand actually gives you the chance to interrupt your opponent. And so maybe with this guy we probably want pretty high dexterity and perception. And so the reason why that is that then dexterity increases our attack speed. And so if we have real high dexterity, we attack a lot. And if we have real high perception, we can interrupt the opponent a lot, so we can stop them from doing a lot of damage. Or maybe we want to just go like full damage mode and just go high dexterity and high might, so we do a lot of damage every hit and we attack quickly. Or we could go something like, oh, we want medium, or maybe we want to increase our intellect. And by increasing our intellect, we can actually increase the duration of our abilities. So like having an ability that lasts, an extra 30%, like that's not that bad, really. Like having it sort of crippling attack lasts, 13 seconds instead of 10 seconds. So you think, so anyway, so that's that. So this game is really cool in that all of these abilities, so you think Dex is the main? Okay. So let's pump a few points into Dex. Let's go like maybe 15. And then let's go maybe 15 Perception. And how about 13 Intellect? So how does that look? And then maybe just like maybe a couple in, let's see. Or how about 17 Dexterity? So then we're pretty quick and have a good chance to interrupt people, and something like that, maybe 20% duration. And then we'll do maybe we'll do like 1 might, just so we get that +2 fortitude. Couple into resolve, couple into might. Okay. How about like that? Mm-hmm. So kind of fragile character, but otherwise pretty good. Okay, let's try it. Oh, you also get to pick the culture of the character. This is mostly just the like the starting equipment for these guys. So it looks like the Adir. Oh, it also affects, like, you also get one item bonus. So this just affects your starting equipment. So there's the Adir, which is the double daggers, it looks like, and they get +1 resolve, which is cool. The Dreadfire Archipelago, which looks like they start with slightly heavier armor and a saber and dagger. The Ixmitil Plains start with double clubs because they're awesome. Old Valia start with a rapier and dagger and chainmail, and they have a bonus to intellect. The Rautai, they start with a giant two-handed sword, which seems a little bit interesting. The Living Lands start with a spear and shield. And the White That Wends starts with a spear and some clothes. So I don't know if you had a preference for what you start with. Probably the big sword is a little bit goofy, but whatever you think in terms of starting. So we're Pale Elf, looks good. We're hopefully not going to get burned. Old Valia. Okay, so you start with a rapier, some light armor, some sort of medium armor, and looks like a parrying dagger, and you have an extra intellect. Sounds good. Your background: aristocrat, colonist, drifter, laborer, merchant, slave, mercenary, hunter, dissident, or artist. Let's see here. So these just give you a slight boost to your starting skills. Old Valia. Yeah, having the extra set of chainmail could be handy too. Honestly, you can just sell it, right? I mean, like, you can turn around and sell it for 50 gold or whatever. So. Did you have a preference for what your background is? Most of these, I mean, these points are pretty minor, really. And you said you wanted mechanics. So let's see who has mechanics. Clicky, yeah. Every point counts. Okay. Let's see. So who has mechanics? I think it's the laborer. Yeah. So the laborer has mechanics and athletics. The mercenary has athletics and lore. The merchant has lore and mechanics, and the slave has athletics and survivor. So I'm thinking laborer, because that way you get mechanics and athletics, which is basically your athletic ability. That would be my choice, but you can choose whatever you want. It was Krevix, I think is the name. Laborer. Okay. Okay, so now we can choose, we can add facial hair if we want, and also change our, we can change our hair color and so forth. Let's start with the, you can also choose like the primary colors. These affect the game slightly and just allow you to colorate your characters. I don't know if you want to go like a certain color combination there. Yeah, so there's facial hair as well. We can do in terms of beards. There's several different heads. Oh, that's kind of awesome, the mutton chops. Black and white, okay. So if we go black first and then white as secondary, maybe? The skin looks okay. Actually, I think I might swap those. What if you go white and black? I think white and black might look a little better. Low facial hair. Okay. We can do none, or just giant beard. The mutton chops? Okay. The mutton chops are kind of hilarious. So the skin looks fine. Do you care about the hair color? We could do like gold, or I think it was on green. Yeah, it looks fine. Here we go. We can also change the hair color. There's several different heads we can use as well. I don't know. You can hardly tell though. Light hair color. Okay. I think this is about as light as it gets. Let's go with that one maybe. And then our hair. We have a number of different options here. So let's just let's start with number 1 and just sort of click through them real quickly. So we have bald. Sort of back and short or medium length. We have a shaved one. Hair is 1. Okay, that was quick. So just the mutton chops then for hair. Oh, for the head. Okay. Okay, so we've got short hair, sort of shaved back in the middle. We have some sort of rough hair, number 4. Then we have kind of dreadlocks, but not really. There's the dreadlocks. Number 6. Let's see. 7 is even bigger. 8 is kind of nice, just sort of wide. That's not bad. There are a number of sort of like messy medium length hairs. I don't know. That one's kind of nice, the longer one. We've got afro or mohawk. Let's see. Okay. Let's just do, you said 9, okay. Sure, we can do that. Right now we need to find a portrait that works. This is going to take a while, I think. Because we have 700 of them. And so let's just see if we can find one that looks like a dark elf. Like, This one's reasonable, I guess. 8 is fine. How about this guy? That's not too bad. He doesn't have a beard, though. Yeah, we're going to click through these pretty quick. Honestly, about half of these are female, though, so we can just ignore those. And most of them are not elves. Most of them are female elves. I need to go through and, like, peel out all these. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably the... Let's just... Okay, so we've already gone through 10% of them. We got this. Let's see here. My clicker is going to be gone after this, I can tell you. Dark, evil even? Okay. So a dark and evil elf. Hey, Brutal. Yeah, it's actually very nice outside today. I just got back from biking, in fact. Right before I started casting. Female characters. I need to pull all these out. You can actually change it so that, like, you can open up the directory and remove the female portraits. Does this look like Blake Lively to you guys? This looks like Blake Lively to me. Anyway, whatever. You guys are all female. Which is super cool. Actually, I don't know that that's true, because I know that a lot of these are just like random. About half of these are just ones I downloaded from the internet. The game doesn't come with this many. The game comes with like 100 or something, or a couple hundred. I added in a bunch of these though. So this is the one that that I'm using. I like this one a lot. Okay, so we need more elves, more evil men elves. I mean, I'm sure that the artist, got paid a fair amount. Here we go. Yeah, basically, like, I went and downloaded this huge. This is the guy from Dragon Age 2. I went and downloaded a whole bunch of extra things, just for fun. And you just drop them in. There's a folder that you open up, and you just drop them in there, and the game recognizes them and adds them. So, let's see. That guy looks a little bit weird. I don't know that we're gonna find a mutton-chopped elf, unfortunately. These are the standard ones from the game. Okay, yeah. So I think we've already gone through all these. I don't think there are that many, actually. Remove the button chops. Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, so I think it actually grabs all of these, because I'm pretty sure we've seen these ones before. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Let's just keep going. Yeah, I think it's adding some of these twice. Once for the male and once for the female. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can hear me clicking furiously. There needs to be basically like pages of these that you can just go through. It's Cookie Clicker. Oh god, that game. My brother wasn't really into that. He was interested in that though, and so he sent me the link once, and I played for a couple days. I was like, why do people do this? It's sort of funny. Yeah, there were only a handful of elves, I think. Sort of sad. Yeah, it's definitely adding them twice. Oh my god, Cookie Clicker. This guy looks sort of brooding, but he has the dark hair. What about this guy? He looks too happy. Nobody likes elves, known fact. What about this guy? He's too emo. At least male elves? Yeah, right. This guy, what about this one? What if we make his hair darker and go like that? I guess his skin color's wrong. 698 looks fine, okay. Yeah, this guy seems kind of reasonable. But actually, let's go ahead and remove the mutton chops, though, sadly. Oops. Evil people can be happy, too. Okay, fair enough. And we want a crippling strike. Oh, dang it. Did it seriously reset all this stuff? No, okay. Olvalia. Okay, here we go. So we want, let's remove the facial hair. Okay, let's just leave everything else there. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm sorry. Oh, you gotta be kidding me here. Game. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. What do we say, 698? That one's not bad. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay. Match the hair, though. Oh, son of a... so his hair is just slightly gold, like maybe like this, or like that. That one looks good. That looks right. And his skin too. Let's make his skin sort of. How about like that? Ooh, I like that better. No, that's the same color. Yeah, that way we can at least match the portrait, which is kind of good, I guess. Yeah. And now we just need to do voice.
What is it?
Follow me.
Quickly and quietly.
Oh?
The hair needs to be restyled. Okay, hang on. How about that? That looks pretty good. Or maybe 13 looks good. I think that's probably the best one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best. Okay. Doing that. Voice. Do we have a preference for voice?
Now I am the leader of the group.
Keeping quiet.
Leading the way.
My eyes are peeled.
I shall lead us. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
I've got this.
Easy now. Follow me.
They won't see me coming.
Follow me.
What is it?
You're feisty? Okay. And it was Krevix? Or Krevik? What was it? Hang on. Krevix. Okay. Oh, hang on. Dang it. There we go. Are we all good? Good, because that's the way we do. That's how I like to roll. Let's see. Let's do that. Whew. So now we have Krevix the Rogue in our party.
Got it.
Yes?
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay. Let's go ahead
How may I
and
help?
let's level up our other guys while we're thinking about it. Class unlock. We want athletics, I think. Let's go 3 and 2 in stealth. Bonus knockdown. Oh, I get a talent because this is level 2. A rapid recovery. Modifies constant recovery to be +1 endurance. Bonus knockdown. I think I want rapid recovery. Okay. And then we need to level up
Hi?
Aloth too. We need some stealth for him. and maybe 1 athletics, a couple athletics. And then, oh, he gets new spells. Interesting. Let's see. Fleet feet. Empowers the target with unnatural speed, increasing their movement rate. +3 movement speed, +20 defense when engaging. Okay. Slicken. Coats the ground with a slick oil-like substance, inflicting knockdown on anyone in the area. That could be pretty good. Let's see here. Chill fog. Calls a blindingly white, icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness on anyone and freeze damage to anyone over time. Okay. Eldritch aim. The caster gets extra accuracy. You don't care about that. Jolting touch. Spirit shield. Surrounds the caster with a shield of spirit energy, giving extra damage reduction. That's okay. Let's go chill fog and fleet feet, I think. Seems reasonable. Oh, and level... oh, wait, what? Oh, so I can choose either level 2 or level 1 spells. Okay, never mind. I thought I got both here. Bewildering spectacle. Yeah, usually it'll just say it says foe AoE. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that means it's only enemies, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's try it with this and combusting wounds. Oh, this is cool. So causes the enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage over time for each wound inflicted. That sounds like awesome. That sounds awesome. So let's go with that. So we got a couple extra spells and no new talents. Honestly, we're going to throw this guy away when we get a new character anyway. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so good old Krevix is in our 3rd position. Yeah. Unfortunately, your character is fairly fragile to start with. So, I don't know. You only have 36 hit points, which is basically about 2 hits. Yeah, but yeah, it's really awesome. So you like cast it on somebody, and then especially with a rogue in the party now, it's like you know you can, because you're going to be attacking a lot. You'll have lots of different wounds, and so it'll burn them very frequently. Let's see. Is there anything else I can do here? I can go to Afruna's house, I guess. I don't know. And you know what? I'm going to save now that we've done all that, because I don't want to like run outside and get killed by that stupid bear, and then have bad things happen. Hi, guy. Afruna. A dear wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Well met, friend.
Well, finally. I was just starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise as she turns around to see you. Oh, sorry, I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? I just arrived in the Guild of Vale. I thought I'd get to know the locals. Were you with one of the caravans? She looks at you hopefully. Master Odema's by chance? Yes, I was. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. She covers her mouth with her hand and her eyes wide with horror. A few moments she can imagine nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kliska was always so certain she could take on any danger. Alfra sniffs. My poor sister, I'm sorry. I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If only I hadn't written. She might still be alive somewhere. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say, quit your sniveling. How are you going to raise a child if you're this weak? Alfra looks up with you with stunned surprise. For a moment, the defensive anger sweeps across her features, then lowers her head. I was never as strong as she was. All I ever wanted was a quiet life, and now there's nobody to help me. Why did you send for Callista? Or for Kliska? I was worried about the baby, about the legacy. I'm told that I told Kliska as much as I could, but all I know is for a long time now, every child born in Guild of Vale has been soulless and empty. It's happened to so many mothers. Lord Raedric, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. She sniffs. With my Hathort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I'd lost my home too. I hope Calliska could come with me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows how to prevent a child from being hollowborn, but she moved south to Angslog's compass 2 seasons ago. The journey is too far for me. I can't make it as I am. But I don't have anyone else now with Calliska gone. Please, can you help me? I'll think about it if I ever head that way. That's all I can ask. Thank you. I'm sorry. I need a moment. Well, okay. A mother's plea. Okay. So if we happen to go south, we can do that. Let's see. Do we want to go try to kill the bear? That'd be okay. The Old Watcher. The spirit of Caldera de Beranzi, one of Lord Raedric's unfortunate victims, has directed me towards Caed Nua, where I can find a man named Merwald. Caldara has informed me that I am to become something known as a Watcher, and that is Merwald is a Watcher as well. Perhaps he can tell me more about what's happening to me. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot like Baldur's Gate and like Neverwinter Nights to some degree, but more Baldur's Gate, I think. We've got our little spectral pig. Let's see if we can kill that bear. That would be kind of cool. And actually, we can go fast forward. Let's go ahead and save our game. I'm a little bit paranoid about saving my game. We want the Valewood.